We don't always know the bigger picture of what's happening around us. Usually there's context, there's given circumstances that involve everyone around us, and we don't always know exactly what those are. Those of you who know me, I'm an acting teacher. I have been an actor for a very long time. I dive deep into the human experience, and it's one of the things that I love. And the medium of storytelling, medium of acting, is one of the ways in which I get to explore the human experience. If you know me, you'll know that one of the things that I teach is understanding given circumstances. That there are all of these given circumstances that make us unique in our life and our experiences. We don't always know everyone's lived experience. Tonight, I was on my way to a speaker's lab, something that I've been doing a lot more, or trying to do a lot more. I was late, and I ended up not making it. But there was in front of me a woman who was trying to parallel park. And she was she was frustrated with trying to parallel park on the street. It was a very narrow street, one-way street here in Chicago. It's difficult sometimes. And usually I'll stop and I'll pause and I'll wait and give them ample space to do what they need to do to parallel park. She had rushed the parallel park, and so the car was jacked a little bit and she didn't make it all the way in, so she had to readjust and go back. Behind me, there was a car that was a taxi driver, and they were honking their horn and honking and honking. And I decided to pull over a little bit just to let her have enough space to parallel park. There was plenty of room for me to go, but I didn't want her to feel pressured or to feel rushed to parallel park, because that cab driver and the other cars would have just gone quickly, and she wouldn't have been able to do it. The cab driver yelled outside of his window, honking his horn. I rolled down my window to her, and she rolled down her window. And I said, "Are you okay? Take your time. I'm not going to go anywhere. Just make sure that you're okay." And she was bawling her eyes out. She was crying. She was crying before I had rolled down the window. You could tell that she was frustrated. You could tell whatever circumstance, whatever given circumstance was going on in her life was affecting her ability to parallel park. Okay, so I didn't get angry at the cab driver. She thought that I was the one that was honking. And at first, she was like, I'm trying. I said, don't worry about it. Take your time. She finally got in and she goes, am I okay? Is there enough space? Do I have enough space to go? And I said, you're fine. Just continue to move backwards and you're fine. You have plenty of space. So she parked. I said, have a great day. And then I moved forward. We come to the end of the stop, at the end of the street, at the end of the stop sign. And the cab driver is going to turn right and I'm going to turn left. And so he pulls up to me on the right. I roll down my window and I said, and he had what seemed like a sweet face, nice face. And I said, just so you know, she was crying. She was bawling her eyes out. And he goes, oh, his entire demeanor. So anyway, this cab driver pulls up and I look at him and I say, look, just so you know, she was crying her eyes out. She was frustrated. She was trying to fix it. I was just giving her space. And he goes, oh, okay. Okay. I didn't yell at him. I didn't call him names. I didn't berate him. I saw him based on, I didn't know what his given circumstances were. He didn't understand what my given circumstances were. Because, yeah, obviously I could have gone. I was giving her space. She needed an element of kindness, of being seen in a moment. And what I love about being able to understand the bigger picture, and look, there are times where I get really frustrated or like I'm impatient, but I always catch myself. I acknowledge my impatience and I stop for a second. I acknowledge my impatience and I see a bigger world around me, other people's lived experiences, that may be more important, or maybe more, the stakes might be higher. And so I just give it space. I don't know what her circumstances were, or if maybe that inkling, that moment of being seen, that moment of feeling secure and safe, I don't know what that meant for her. And it doesn't really matter. I mean, it does matter, because I didn't add to her chaos. I didn't add to his chaos. I could have gotten really frustrated. Anyway, given circumstances are what makes us all unique. It makes all of our lived experiences unique to one another. And we have to be in this world together. We get to be in this world together. And we get to learn stuff from each other. So next time there's a moment of something that you think is obvious, maybe it's not so obvious. I'm going to be doing a creative retreat with my friend Lori Lamson soon. You can stay tuned with that. I'll have it in my bio, the link for the Eventbrite. We're going to be doing two. We're going to be doing two August 19th, and then another one in September. And then my goal is to get out to California at the 1st of October to do an in-person retreat. That's my goal. That is my goal. So anyway, much love, everybody. There's a bigger picture. People's lived experiences are what makes us all unique. So take your time, send love, check your patience.